Assalamu alaikum dear students. Our today lecture is about HyperV Lab, that how we will be able to work with HyperV. I am Ijazullah, lecturer in Computer Science Department, Virtual University of Pakistan. As we have already discussed in the previous lecture about the Hyper-V, their architecture and advantages, Hyper-V is actually product of Microsoft developed for virtualization, uh, how we can configure hardware resources according to our requirements, what is the workload, and how we will efficiently utilize the hardware resources with the help of Hyper-V. So in this lecture, the first step is to enable Hyper-V on Windows 10 Pro. Actually, there are some versions of Windows like Windows 10 Home in which Hyper-V is not available by default, but it's available in Windows 10 Pro and Windows Server. So the first step is to enable Hyper-V. How we will be able to enable Hyper-V? We need to go into programs and features, and from there we will be able to look into the Windows features on or off option. And so there will be a list in which we need to select Hyper-V option from there. Now let's look here. We need to do it in a practical way. So apps and features on my Windows 10. I clicked on that. On the left side here is programs and features. Click on it and here turns Windows feature on or off option. Now I am see a list of options here. In this step, this is the important place, Hyper-V. Here it's already selected, but because I selected it, you people will see it like that. It will not be selected. You need to check it. It must be checked. When it checked, so we will be able to see the Hyper-V management tools in the console from Windows 10 Pro, and we will be able to access it. So this needs to be selected. This is the step number one. Step number two is to access it from the Windows now. So how we will be able to access it? I just here wrote Hyper-V, Hyper-V. Here, here are multiple applications available. When I selected Hyper-V and I enabled Hyper-V role on Windows 10, I clicked on Hyper-V Manager. With with the help of Hyper-V Manager, I will be able to perform all the tasks required for me. Like I will be able to create virtual machine, I will be able to configure that virtual machines, I will be able to shut down it, I will be able to turn it off. All those options are available through Hyper-V Manager, or we can manage all those options with the help of Hyper-V Manager. Now, the third step is to create sorry, now we need to create the virtual machine. So how we will be able to create the virtual machines? In I already created 3 virtual machines here. Hyper-V managers provide us this opportunity. I clicked on new, it's in the right side, new, and then virtual machine. So I will be able to create a virtual machine and configure the memory generations and networking related issues here in that wizard. Click on next, give a name to that virtual machines. For example, I am giving a name test for that virtual machine. Click on next. Here are the generations, generation 1 used for previous versions of operating systems, and I need to use generation 2 because for the latest operating systems it's good to use generation 2. Click next. Here assign memory, for example, 4000 memory for that virtual machine. Suppose I need 4000 MB memory, so I selected that option. Click next. Here you need to configure the networking to which internet it will be connected. I just selected default switch. Click next. Here it it shows the storage options. You need to configure that how much storage or secondary storage or a hard disk you will need it. So I gave 40 GB for the storage uh, for the hard disk and click next. Here, that's the important option. We need to install uh, operating system on that virtual machines that which we are creating. So it depends on your requirements that either you want to install Windows, you want to install Linux, because on our own computer or laptop, either we are using, some people are using Windows, some people are interested in Linux. So for example, I have an image, ISO image file. I downloaded it from internet in the Linux Mint. I'm interested to install Linux to that on that virtual machines. So this is the path that I need to configure it from here. Then on the next step, we will be able to install the operating system. I will show you that how we will be able to install that operating system on our virtual machine. Click next. This is the summary that what type of memory, what is the size, and all those resources are shown here. Click finish. So this is a test VM that is shown here, and the state of that virtual machine is currently off. I can run it from here. For example, I just click on it, and then from here I can start, I can delete. When when the status of that virtual machine is in running form, then I will be able to fuzz it, or to shut down it, or to turn it off. For example, this is another virtual machine, so I will be able to turn it off whenever I don't need it, because I don't need to use my resources. Uh, so this is the state of that virtual machine. You people can play with the state, you people can play with the settings. I created that test virtual machines, and I need to go for the settings and configure it. So from here I will be able to configure the settings of that virtual machines. Here is the security. Whenever I need to install operating system on that virtual machines, I need to deselect this option, because then it shows some errors and it will not be able to proceed. So it's good to you people deselect this option after the creation of your virtual machines. From here you can configure the memory update virtual machine. Also you can add more CPUs if you need it in future. So this is the options, and you can play with the settings of that virtual machines. uh, After that, whenever you want to install the operating system on that virtual machines, you need to connect, and then after connect you need to start. Whenever you start, press the start button, so from there you will see the operating system here, and you proceed with the normal installation, that how in the normal way we are installing a particular operating system uh, on our virtual machine, the same way like we install Windows or Linux on our laptop. So you configure the password, the username accordingly, and then your virtual machine will be ready to work. Currently, this is my virtual machine. It's in the running state. I'm just connecting with it, and here now I will be able to work with that virtual machine. I already gave a password to my virtual machines. Whatever password you people have set, you can give it to your virtual machine. Sorry, I forgot the password of that virtual machines, but you people will be able to uh, give your own password, and then you people will work with all the applications running on that particular operating system. So this is the last step, that how you will be able to shut down a particular virtual machine, how you will make it running. So for example, I created test virtual machine. I want to run it. So from here you can start. But I have already one in running state, so I will not be able to start it. You people can try it by yourself. I request you that if you people are interested in Hyper-V to virtualize your own hardware or physical resources, so Hyper-V Manager is the easy option because it provides dashboards, and with the dashboard or with the GUI you people can do it in an easy way. Apart from that, there is another option. With the help of PowerShell you can play with the virtualization of all your resources through Hyper-V. But PowerShell provides command-based interface. With the help of commands, you people will create virtual machines. You people will configure the resources for that virtual machines. But I suggest that first you people use the Hyper-V Manager for all those tasks or whatever we have discussed in that lab. Thank you so much and wish you best of luck.